So, okay, welcome. It's time for the final, the Stepladder finals, here in the European Bowling Tour Masters 2018. From Tilburg in the Netherlands, and the first match is between Jari Raja from Finland and Pontus Andersson from Sweden. And in the women's, it's too far to stream this live, but it's Maxime de Rooij from the Netherlands plays versus Jenny Wenger from Sweden. And here in the booth, you have Fran Lau from South Africa. Fran, welcome.
Thank you, Marco. But, thanks
So
for the
you-
opportunity.
Yeah, thanks. So you play today this Masters.
If you want to call it that. Yeah, it didn't go too often today. A little bit too tired for the body to do what the mind was thinking, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you play also the stop in stop 5. So you see we have a pattern there, and this is a totally different pattern, I think.
Oh yeah.
It's more harder.
Played way different. There seems to be, well, it felt like the ball, once it started in the front, it kind of accelerated again going down the lane. So if you had it going the wrong way, you had no chance. It was really easy to 210 out there today. And I think that's also why these players made it, because Jari's pretty good at keeping it really simple in front of him, taking his hand out of play, just letting the swing be on line. Obviously, Tees really good at rolling the ball up the lane, letting the corners work. And that shot right there is what I'm talking about from Pontus. He bowled really well. I think it was in the second block. He had a really good block. Just getting the ball started really early and getting it to slow down. No real down lane movement. Just playing the fronts. Was trying to do that, but yeah, like I say, the body just wasn't in it today. Oh, Maxime just made a huge spare there. So, like you said, but out of view, shouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was start very early this morning, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Like you said, I bowled the Skidspool tournament.
Yeah.
And I arrived 5 to 7 on Saturday morning and showered and came straight to the bowling alley. Bowled all 3 squads. Got close in my first try. Did 13.95. It was about 20 pins short, I think. And then bowled 3 squads in a row in Desperado. Missed it. Had the day off yesterday. Actually fell asleep in the bowling alley twice. And then last night, woke up at about 2:30 in the morning, so it wasn't very fresh this morning. So I hope I don't sound too tired in the stream. Pontus blowing the 9-pin out there.
Yeah. And a big 5 for Jari.
Yeah, a little Greek church attempt, which should be interesting.
So you starting here Saturday in the tournament. You came directly from the States?
Yeah. I was in the States for the Open Championship and then the USBC Masters and then the PBA main shootout, and then flew main to JFK directly to Amsterdam, and then got picked up by my buddy Ramon, drove in, showered, started bowling. That probably wasn't a great idea.
No.
Probably should have taken the day off.
It's a
and
totally different time,
Yeah.
your time schedule, etc.
Yeah, exactly. See Pontus getting behind the hip and early on. The guys, when they were practicing, it seemed like the right lane had a little bit of a hang spot. I'm not sure about the topography on lane 6, but it looked a little bit tighter. I think guys that keep it in front of them in this match, keep it simple. They're going to be the one who wins this match at least. Once they broke down and you got in, it felt like there was a little bit of hold if you had the right equipment in your hand. One that if you got it in front of the 3-pin, just sat there.
So today, you how many balls you bring to this tournament?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Did you use them all today, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. In game 1 of the day, I used 4 balls, and then through the back 6, I think.
You did also some changes in surface.
This in the last block, which was too late, but I wasn't here at all, so it's a little bit difficult for me to comment too much on what I did. But I know what Tees was doing, just throwing big cores, big balls, He had an Alpha Crux and a Hypercell fused that looked good all day. So he just went between surfaces, but keeping a big core in his hand. Just trying to keep it simple, tumbling, just rolling through the pins. Not much movement down lane.
So this pattern is a bit straight as a grader.
Yeah, especially early on. Sloan actually made it look pretty good twice when we started, hooking a lot. But again, using big cores, balls that slow down by themselves. He already got that right off his hand. So that's the pattern playing its part there. If you had it going the wrong way through the front, it just skipped through the lane.
So the front of this pattern is important. You have to be accurate there.
Yeah, you got to, like I say, got to have it coming off your hand the right direction and reading the mid lane correctly. Sloan actually had a trick where he got the ball. I mean, he had to execute really well, but he had the ball just blowing through the mid lane in the first block, which no one else could do when they tried it. When we tried to throw the weaker balls, they just went behind it the whole time. But his tilt's really down, and he gets around it a lot. So obviously his ball picks up completely different to anyone else's.
Okay, what we have now 68 for Jari with an open frame, and we have 65 for Pontus.
In the fourth, so then Pontus got a spare going, so if he strikes he'll be on 85 in the fifth. Pretty good shot there.
Strike.
Yeah. That lane definitely looks a little bit slower down lane, a little bit tight.
So now it's done for you here in Tilburg. Yes, new bowling center.
Yeah.
Did you like it here?
Yeah, it's really nice center. Obviously high friction because the lanes are brand new. I think it's SPL lanes, but yeah, really nice setup they got here.
But I think it's way different than your last week USBC Masters, isn't it, here?
Oh, yeah, Masters was pretty tough. I had a bad week there. Pattern played flat. I was dumping the ball into the foul line. I couldn't get it going the right way. It happens, whatever. The next week went better.
What's your schedule next week?
So I'm home for 2.5 weeks about, and then I fly back to Sweden for the SM Gold, the playoffs. So it's exciting. Love playing for Bergman.
So you go back to South Africa?
Yeah, go back to Johannesburg.
So it's a long trip.
Yeah, it's but luckily KLM flies direct into Joburg.
Yeah,
so
I know. Yeah. It's a long flight.
I think it's about 12 hours. Yeah, but it's better than doing.
So you fly back tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow, 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah. See if Jari can keep up here a little bit.
How was bowling in South Africa? Because of course a lot of people know you from the tour and from the PBAs and all the other stops.
You mean people back home?
Yeah. How is in South Africa? You only.
Well, I mean, I've pretty big following back home because the community is really small. So I get a lot of support from the guys back home. A few guys that I practice with, they're really supportive. Old coaches, and then obviously my main sponsor is the Fun Company back home. They have a chain of bowling alleys in South Africa.
Yeah.
Centrally owned by someone you might recognize, Guy Kaminsky. He won the World Temple Masters. Yeah. So yeah, very fortunate to have that kind of backing and support from the people back home. But yeah, the sport of bowling's market isn't huge in South Africa. I mean, I'd be taking a guess, but I would guess we have about 500 league members maybe, and about, let's say 200 of them are, yeah, it's really tiny. 200 of them are active tournament bowlers.
But you have a lot of bowling centers?
For the amount of members, yes, we have a bunch. I'm not sure the exact number, but like I said.
So you have good things there for your practicing?
Yeah, exactly. So I've got 3 or 4 centers I can choose from where there's kegel machines where I can go practice, and modern lane surfaces and stuff like that.
Great.
So there's no lack in that. But yeah, the actual competitive field, there's I would say 6 or 7 guys that are really competitive, and maybe the same in the ladies, but yeah. Jari's obviously he's behind by 28 now, I think. No, more.
28 difference. If Jari spares, it's 106 with spare, And Pontus got 134 with spare now.
More than that behind. So if he spares here, so if they strike out, he will get to 186 and Pontus would get to 214. It's unlike Jari to have missed a non-pin or a single pin in the fourth frame. Really unlucky. Yeah, you see Pontus made a little move into the lane, so obviously he feels like it's opening up a bit.
Yeah.
When you hear his fingers start popping. It's getting
Yeah, Pontus with the strike, it's the advantage for him for the 10th frame.
Big time.
So Jari needs a strike now.
Jari, I would guess, needs them all. Oh,
gets the strike.
Yeah, on the tight lane. So he makes a good shot in the left lane.
So it is 126 for Jari, 154 Pontus.
Yeah. And they both have got a strike riding, so
yeah,
Jari's down by 28. So good shot. Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, that lands.
Pontus leaves 2-8.
Yeah. Don't know, maybe got it going right too much off his hand, maybe a little bit quick.
Yeah.
But that lane's definitely tighter. So what's Pontus need?
Spare. He needs spare and...
Spare and 3.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the spare.
Shot. Pretty sure he's going to handle 3 pins.
Yeah, 3 pins, so...
Just throw it up the middle.
That means the final we have between Pontus Andersson and Richie Thies. Can you see the ladies? What's happened there? I think Jenny's in... Yeah, Jenny. I think Jenny will win from Maxime.
Yeah, it looks like it. Jenny got the first one in the 10th. It's quite tight though. The difference is still single figures up there. Makes it a bit strike. Yeah, looks like Jenny will advance.
Jari Raja finished on 3rd place in the European Tour Masters.
Yeah, and I think he was a last-minute replacement, right, for Carsten from Denmark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it worked out alright for him. He also missed the cut for the EBT stop, so that wasn't so good. But yeah, Pontus made a big ball change there, massive move left, one that's a bit more responsive with the spot.
Yeah. So okay, waiting for the next step.
Yeah.
The final.
Does Richie doesn't get any shots, right? He just goes straight in, I believe. Yeah. Sure.
I think we have to wait for the women.
Yeah.
They are in the last frame now, yeah.
Oh, she doesn't look very happy. Once you get there, 214. Was it 2-0?
Looks like 214.
Yeah.
Maxime. No.
I think Maxime could have struck to go through. Yeah, so Jenny advanced by 2 pins. Maxime got
by 2 pins?
By 2 pins, yeah. Yeah. Maxime threw 7 on the full shot.
Luke will tell us.
Yeah, 204 plus 202.
Yeah, 2 pins. So Maxime de Rooij lost by 2 pins from Jenny Wengner. So we have Sanna Passanen from Finland versus Jenny Wenger, the ladies final, and Richard Thies England versus Pontus Andersson Sweden, the men's final. They will start up right now.
So Richard didn't have a practice lane or any practice shots on the pair, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh no, hang on. Lane 24 is on. Yeah, so he had a practice lap here at the end there. Just didn't notice.
Okay.
Yeah. Thought that would have been a bit strange.
Yeah. Otherwise, what do you think? No practice. You have the other player has a big advantage.
Huge advantage, especially on the lane pattern. And
Yeah.
Pontus made a massive move now. So
So, waiting at the lanes. They start up the lanes right now. Well, what do you expect? Who's going to win, Pontus or Richie?
it's a tough one. My money's got to be on Richie. He's
Okay.
PBA champion recently. He's throwing the ball really good. And this is his game. Tumbling it, making the core do the work, getting the ball just to sit in front of the pocket,
Yeah.
which he's really good at. He's got a lot of tricks and a lot of touch. So unless Pontus comes screaming out the gate, I think it might not even be close. That is a big prediction. I hope I don't curse him.
It seems it's practicing this.
Yeah, it looks
That's
like
what the lanes say. Practice
Yeah.
lanes.
I would have guessed so. It just looked like he was going to go straight on.
Yeah,
So he
it's a
gets 3
practice.
minutes. Okay.
Yeah, 3 minutes practice. Oh, moment. So, okay, we're back after a short practice break. Sorry, I have to put the sound off, but it's about the copyrights of YouTube. But we're back.
Richie had an opportunity for 3 minutes practice on the pair, and he cut them short at 2 minutes. So he obviously liked what he saw.
It was 3 shots, 4 shots. He
Yeah.
said it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think they probably gave him 2 shots a lane instead of 3 minutes. Wasn't paying that much attention to the practice.
Yeah.
But it looked like he also had the right lane a little bit tighter.
So next year for you, another European bowling tour.
Yeah, I'm going to bowl the summer tournaments. And
Yeah.
then there's...
It's in Madrid, isn't it? Madrid, San Marino.
Yeah, Madrid, San Marino, Munich, back to back to back, and then well, actually no, I'm not bowling Madrid. Sorry, I'm going to bowl the Proprietors Cup in the US.
Yeah.
And then obviously Martin's tournament, the Lucky Larson Masters in Sweden. If you haven't registered for that one yet, get on it, because that's going to fill up in a hurry. And then the one in Denmark before that, what's that? Odense?
Odense.
Yeah,
Odense. Yeah.
I'm going to bowl that one. So.
And you're also a member in the Swedish League?
Yes. So obviously, like we mentioned earlier, coming back for the finals. That's it's probably my favorite bowling weekend.
Here I talked with Daniel Franson this week here in the live stream, and he said it's a lot of fun, and every guy from Sweden looking forward to this league. It's amazing, and especially the playoffs.
Playoffs it's really prestigious too. Obviously, most of the Richard going brook there. Most of the mainstream sports in Sweden, I think in fact all of them have SM Gold for each discipline, and they have a tradition of the gold caps, and you're rewarded with your little gold medal, and so it's a really cool tradition, and it's even cooler that it gets carried over into bowling, and it's been for a long time, so that's really.
And you're also in the PBA tour?
Yeah, PBA tour. I haven't had greatest outings yet in the majors, but done okay at the World Series and a few extra frame events, so building, learning, just got to keep going and keep getting better every time I go. That's the goal. Still young career-ish. I mean, I know I'm not young, but I've only really been
How old are you now?
I'm turning 32 in August. Yeah, just look old, not that old. And then, so no, at the end of this, I think after the World Series this year, I'd be playing in the US for 3 years. On and off, the last 2 years permanently, basically. Well, full time, let's call it that. So yeah, PBA
it's you play also in Japan. We have also tournaments there in Asian, in Thailand, Singapore, Japan.
The Asian tours, obviously, with the World Tour being a bit, I don't want to use the word shaky, but a little bit unsure at the moment. The Asian tour events, I'm not sure how the entries are going to look for them this year, but from what I heard, Thailand is going to be full. There's obviously the Busan Cup in Korea in May. I've heard a lot of guys going there. So, those events are always competitive because the Asian bowling market is so massive. So the depth of players that come out of there is unbelievable.
So it's a lot of traveling for you, even from Johannesburg.
So
you have to fly a lot of time.
Fly a lot of time. So to Thailand.
I think you're a gold member, isn't it?
Yeah, Golden Emirates. Try and get through Dubai as much as I can, which is pretty cool. Pontus.
Don't you have troubles with the time zones? You know, the different time zones.
Massively. It's like this week, like I was saying. I feel like The Walking Dead. Like I said yesterday, when I missed the cut, I randomly fell asleep twice on the couch. Once for 40 minutes, once for about 20 minutes. And then obviously that didn't help me sleep through the night, so I woke up at 2:30. But the time zones are tough, but I guess you get used to them. This has been a really bad one. I'm not normally this bad with it.
2:10.
Yeah, Richie went to a cleaner ball there. I don't know if that's the option. He was floating the phase 2 a bit more in practice. It looked a bit better. Threw one quick to the right on 6.
Wow, Pontus starts with spare double strike.
Yeah, that ball change Pontus looks pretty good.
Well, seam of Richie will spare this one.
It's got a hook. On the ladies' side, Sana started spare strike, and Jenny started strike spare strike. It looks like.
Yeah.
So Jenny's got a slight advantage.
Is this your first tournament in Holland?
First time ever in Holland, yeah.
First time ever?
Yeah.
Okay. So would you come back next year to this tournament again?
I like it. Bowling is cool. They look after us good. I understand some of the language, so that's all right.
Yeah, we talk Dutch.
Yeah,
in South Africa. I
well,
know.
we speak Afrikaans, back
Yeah,
home.
yeah. I know. I see some words. It's funny
Yeah.
when we read it. We think, what is this? It's funny to read the Dutch in South Africa.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny for us to read
There's
Dutch.
There's a lot of jokes on it, I know.
Yeah.
But for you, I think it's the same. When you read something in Dutch, you think, what the hell did he mean with it?
Exactly. But I mean, like I was talking to, I think it's Andre in the pro shop and Ramon yesterday.
Yeah.
If they speak slow enough,
You can understand
exactly. Especially if I know what the subject is, then I can kind of follow what's going on. Yeah. Richie is not liking his ball motion right now.
Bit in trouble now.
Yeah.
Pontus strikes again. Pontus is 290 pace at this moment.
Got
Richie,
a weaker ball in his hand now. IQ2 it looks like, so let's see what that does. Maybe that's why he went to the fused. Felt like the phase 2 wasn't getting down there far enough. The only thing that I know from the weak balls so far through the qualifying is that you better have them online, because if they're in, they go through the face, they don't hook enough to go brook.
Yeah.
And if you got them going right or a little bit quick, they went behind the headband really easily.
So Pontus.
That was nearly a 210. 214 almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking Pontus' chances. Like to see Richie just tumble this one a bit more, like he's been doing the whole time. He's like really trying to fling it out there, like Pontus is doing. But Pontus gets the ball started so much earlier than Richie, so can't really play them the same.
Yeah, he needs to strike now.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about the weak ones.
So this was a problem because you use a weaker ball?
Well, I think because the surface is so fresh, the weak ones, normally we go to a weak one when we want it to go longer, right? And hook less and flare less, etc. But because the actual lane surface is so new and the friction so high, when they see friction, they did that. They just broke loose. And
because when you miss a bit outside, there's no friction anymore.
Yeah. So, and that's the lane pattern. But the middle of the lane, the pattern, number one, is really flat there, so there's no space. And then number two, when it saw the friction, it just went haywire. If I was Pontus, I'd be pretty happy with that, to make the spares.
Yeah, 3 open frames, Richie tees.
Yeah, he's moving even more left now to try and find some hold, it looks like.
Yeah.
Slow wheel. Shot.
That's a better shot.
There we go.
.118 Pontus Anderson with a spare in frame 6. And 65 Richie Tees with a strike in frame 6.
Frame 5s, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you mean they have the spare and the strike?
they have the spare, It's not count on the screen.
Yeah, correct.
So let's say the total score after 5.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. That's not what you need.
It's not going to excite him very much right now. Yeah. I think because the one lane's tighter, the stronger ball's definitely blending it out better.
Yeah, it will be a hard way to win this match for Tees.
Oof. Yeah, it's a big hole to dig out of now.
Yeah, it's too big. And about the ladies, what's the situation with the ladies? You can follow a little bit.
Sana went spare, strike, spare, 3-bagger for 1. I don't know what that gives her. Can't see that quite. And Yanni went strike, spare. Looks like 3-bagger split. Didn't convert. So Sana should be up by about 20, 25, I think. Oh, tease with the swish. Jenny threw a big strike there, put some pressure on Sana. So they are through 7 frames.
Yeah.
If I look at the end total on the scoreboard, it says Jenny with 152, Sana with 159. But obviously Sana has 20 not added in, so she's probably about 20 up. Yeah, and I think that's all she wrote in the men's match.
Another 9 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
always
done.
Yeah, it's always tough when you, especially on a harder lane pattern, you come in and the other guy's set up, he knows that the one lane's tighter.
Yeah.
Sana with a strike in the 9th.
But Pontus, he came from below, I think. In the morning, he was not in the first 3. He came up and he win.
I think he was last.
Yeah.
After the first 4 games.
Yeah.
I think he had 720.
Check on the website.
He was 720.
Possible to find out.
And then I finished last.
Yeah. And now you win.
Yeah, now you win. Perfect.
Yeah, Pontus was last after round 1.
Yeah, 700.
After round 2 he was 7th. After round 3 he was 3rd.
Yeah.
And now he wins.
And now he wins. So
Richard Thies, he was 1st after round 1, 2nd after round 2, first after round 3 and finished 2nd.
It's amazing how often that happens.
Yeah.
So Richie can max out for 175,
yeah.
strikes out. Pontus is already at 225 before his full shot. So
we have a winner,
yep.
Pontus Andersson from Sweden.
Ladies side.
Yeah, the ladies side. You can check.
Sana is about to start the 10th frame with a spare riding, 175 score. And Jenny is 171 with the spare riding. So that's really close going into the 10th. Both on spares. Oh, Sana went through the face. Richie just getting it over with. It's always bittersweet when that happens, but Pontus bowled a great match there actually. Made the right move ball-wise, got into the right part of the lane.
Try to move the camera a little bit to the right side. Maybe we can see something of the ladies.
I think Jenny got a strike there.
We follow a little bit of the ladies.
Yeah, so
it's not great to see, but it is okay.
Sana chopped it. Wow. So Sana gets to 202, is that correct? Yeah.
I think 202, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's Jenny needs like 2 pins or something.
See what she does.
Boom.
Shoots 9. I think Jenny win.
Yeah, she won.
So Jenny Wenger from Sweden is the champion of the European Tour Masters. So
yeah, she's been on a tear lately. Bowled really well at the Euro Challenge, obviously won there. I think it was her first European Tour title. I think. Might be those new storm balls she has in her hands. Just putting it out there.
Okay, so we have a winners. So yeah, well, I will thank you for doing comment here in this Masters final. And yeah, we're waiting for the prize fund, of course. We will get the prize fund, I think. So wish you good luck in the future.
Thank you, Mark.
And thank you, and yeah, have a good trip back. It's a long trip back.
Yeah.
To South Africa.
Luckily, it's one flight, so that's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, great to have you in the Dutch Bowling TV live stream.
Yeah, pleasure being here.
Thank you, and also for the viewers, thank you to watching the whole week to the European Bowling Tour here in Dolphin Bowling in Tilburg and also to the Masters. So next stream is next week. We have here in the same bowling center the Dutch playoffs of the Dutch national 3-man competition. That will be also an interesting thing. We have 2 playoff days. The first day is next week and it's followed up by 5th and 6th May. We have the Sport Bowling Tour here in the same bowling center, including the Sport Bowling Tour Masters. That's our live stream schedule. Same channel, you can find us back here to watch our live stream. So, there's Kim.
Yeah.
Moment, we zoom in to him.
We have the short award ceremony for the top 3. When the pin has come down. And I can announce that in third
Listen to it.
position, man bowler has left already for his right.
Okay. So, thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Marco.
And good trip back and see you in the future here in Holland.
You.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the winner of the EBT Masters 2018 from Sweden, Pontus Andersson.
So there's the winner, Pontus Andersson from Sweden. There the 2 finalists, Pontus and Richie Tees.
We continue to the women's division where we have all 3.
Now the ladies.
For the ceremony. And the third position is from the Netherlands, Maxime de Rooij.
3rd place. She did it very well and we're very happy that we have a Dutch bowler in the top 3. Maxime de Rooij finished on 3rd place here in the Netherlands. Well done, Maxime, well done. We from Dutch Bowling TV, of course, very happy that some Dutchie is finished in top 3. It's a very great result. We could be proud of it. There, 2nd position, Sanna Passana from Finland. She bowled very well today.
Finally, the last prize for the
But there could be only one winner.
Bowling Tour 2017.
And she was winning the Brunswick Euro Challenge. And now she wins another title, Jenny Wenger. Came from behind.
While the last photo is taken, I want to express
Go in as placed 2nd place. Win from Maxime and win from Sanna.
and for Luc Jansen as crew to take this event.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Luc.
There is our top 3 ladies. So this is it for the whole week. Thank you, and thank you. Many thank you for all your support and watching the live stream. And hope you will subscribe our channel, of course, and like our Facebook page, Dutch Bowling TV. You can find all live streams for the next weeks here in the same bowling center in 2 weekends. Thank you so far, and goodbye, and have fun. Bye bye.